Alright, I'd hazard to say that I could watch people play quantum golf all day. But we must move on. Let's continue on with our Open Rollercoaster Tycoon 2 long play. Still don't feel used to the idea of calling things long plays, but what you gonna do? Next up is Gravity Gardens. Your challenge is to build a roller coaster park in the beautiful Gravity Gardens. No other rides, just roller coasters. Repay your loan, achieve a park value of at least £500,000. Sounds nice and easy. Let's pause and see what's going on here, and most importantly, do we charge for park entry? We do. Okay, so we won't be able to make buckets of ducats purely on our rides then. Let's get some music going, otherwise I'm going to feel nervous. Oh, it still pauses when we pause the game. What do we have here then? They weren't kidding, it's a big old garden. I don't want to chop down all these trees, it's expensive and it also makes it look less nice. But we have a lot of space to play with, which is good because we're building roller coasters. We will need a lot of space, but they said only roller coasters. How serious were they about that? No gentle, no transport, plenty of roller coasters. No water rides, plenty of shops and stalls. We have the ATM from the very start, but if they're not going to be paying to ride rides, that's not a very big deal. Let's sort out our R&D to begin with. I want maximum funding, more roller coasters. Oh, we can get water rides. Forget scenery and theming, that shouldn't be necessary. So all we have is this one roller coaster. Let's check its stats. Hopefully it has stats. Ooh, high excitement, very high intensity, doesn't give a lot of nausea, and of course it can't be charged for, but I see one incredible problem with this roller coaster straight away, a problem that it needs to close down for actually. It doesn't have a photo section. I'm about to change that. Because one thing that we can charge for are really good photos on our rides, and I find that 350 works well for me. There we go. Got to extort all the money we can out of people. Okay, now what roller coasters we have available to ourselves? Side friction that we know is brilliant. Wooden roller coaster, we already have one, maybe not Crampit style. The wooden wild mouse, we managed to suss out a pretty okay design with that one. Steel wild mouse, yeah, I never really sussed out the difference between the two. Sharp corners, sharp drops, tight turns, steep drops. The junior roller coaster, we worked out an amazing little Brazilian design for that. I might throw a few of those down for a laugh. Classic mini looping, ooh, looping, easy. Corkscrew, steel to... Okay, it shouldn't be too hard then, given what we have here. Let's just build loads of roller coasters. We've managed to make a few designs along the way. We'll use some of those and we'll definitely make some new ones of our own. That sounds like the right thing to do. Alright, let's get going. We have 10 grand in debt to pay off, no doubt. Yeah, the interest is only 8%. Right, we'll start out as one always should start out, and that's by spamming these benches. I think, although I asked Aristocrat, aka True Leveler, aka any number of names, I asked him for advice on the game before I started out with it, and he said the most important thing I could tell you is to bank your corners, or bank your turns. And whilst he may be right about that, I think the best advice he gave me was you can never have too many bins and seats. The seats really help with nausea. I'm not sure if it helps with people not feeling like the park is too busy or not, but it definitely helps with that nausea. So we stop people from puking up all over the place. Where does that even go? Is that just a little toury area? This is a big park. A big park. I got a lot of benches and stuff, and this is just the benches. We haven't even reached bin zone yet. I don't think I'll infringe upon what looks to be a really nice park layout. I could just snip away all of these road tiles and such to end up with a lot more money in the bank and a lot more controllable walking path, but I think we'll make do with what we have right now. These even actually getting placed down. Good. Plenty of benches over there. I'm just very surprised that OpenRCT2 doesn't have a way to insta-spam these, or at least put them down in a, well, wild and fast fashion. Now, this is just one of them. We need bins afterwards. Truly the most exciting part of any park layout. Alright, that'll do. Next up are bins. I don't know how it works with the handyman emptying bins. I'm fairly confident that they do empty bins. It's one of their jobs, but I haven't seen them do it. Maybe it's just something automatic when they walk around the place. Next time I visit a theme park, I'm really going to have to think about their benches and bins. Just how much do they bench and bin, really? Well, I'm sure I'll be back at Universal's Islands of Adventure at some point. It doesn't change that much, but the biggest change ever was when Harry Potter World was introduced. It's a shame, because it's not at all my thing, but good on them, I suppose. Yeah, geez, whole area around here I didn't even touch with the benches, but too bad, we'll make do with it. By the way, the term Deep 6, not 69 from yesterday's stream. We had some conflicting reports on that, FPQC. You may not be street enough. Alright, are we done with the most exciting part yet? Look at all this area unbenched. Unbenched, unbinned, can't have that. Although I don't know how many people are going to stray over here if I don't really build so much out there. Right, that didn't chew into the budget too much. Let's start out with a few wee rides. I built the Black Weeb, which is the ultimate in Brazilian roller coaster technology. I wonder if I have a good way to set it down here. You know, I just said I wouldn't delete these things, but it's getting in my way already, so let's bulldoze like our life depends on it. Let's get rid of this junk. Wow, that did cost a lot of money. I'm pretty happy with this awful roller coaster that we've made. Made by Brazilians for Brazilians. Can I put like 3 of them down here? Or would that be a problem? I'm just going to assume... Shouldn't assume. Assuming is dangerous. But I think it would be okay. I mean, why wouldn't it be okay? Let's put 1 down. I can't charge for them, so I don't have to think about the price at all. And we'll name them after all of our beloved Brazilians as well. At this hour, I don't know if any of them will be about. Bit of a problem here, though. The ride here is elevated if I try to put it down. Oh, well, not if I put it right there, though. Ah, see, that's fine. And all we need to do is bring the queue out for them over to the side. There's plenty of space for them to get in, and the way out, the way out using this road, I think all roads cost the same, so it should be fine in that regard. There we go, and we can also synergize all of them up for that excitement bonus. Synchronize, 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 open, open, open. Don't need to worry about charging. There we go. It feels really nice having rides that we've designed ourselves. I won't be caught dead using pre-builds, but look at the excitement that... oh, I said I'd name them after all, didn't I? Right, we have to have one called... Oh, we have one called Black Wind. Then this one will be the Orlov. And this one will be the Brelix. I feel bad for the other Brazilians that I'm just not remembering the names of. Come on, Jake, you're better than crutches. You're right, I am. That's why we're building our own. A staggering 4 excitement. Well, that'll do. It brings people in at least. And just by the virtue of having built some coasters, I think we can already charge more money for entry. A lot more money for entry. People will pay it, so why not charge them? We'll have it at 30, and we'll keep going with some coasters. I also want to build that wild mouse that I designed. Fine, it sounds so cocky when I say that, but it's true. I did. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice sound. I like that sound. I'm trying to think how best to have them here and yet synergize their operations. And I think it may be like so. I'll put you here. And then I shall put another one just opposite it. But it should be reversed, right? Yeah, maybe. Maybe that'll work. And then I have you synchronize. I also have you synchronize. I want to test these so I know that they actually work. Will they actually synchronize with each other? I got no reason to think they wouldn't. Oh well, I'll just assume that they're going to work fine and then work on how the queues line up here. Well, they're not going to work out very well if I don't have this land flattened. And nothing's going to work out well if we don't have some background music going. Looks pretty synchronized to me, and that gives it some staggeringly high excitement. Excellent to see. And again, I make sure that people don't get lost on their way over there. Beautiful. In fact, I think I could already start charging people loads of money united to enter my park. 40 seems fine. I don't know how much people have on them coming in here, but let's make sure we charge them every last penny we can. And they come in, and I immediately start nickel and diming them with our shops and stalls. Chings have burnt through a fair bit of my dosh already. Okay, information kiosk. It's probably of vital importance. We'll get it there. Make sure that people are charged gorillions of dollars for umbrellas, and that I charge a bit more for park maps. It's weird to me. I mean, in the theme parks I go to, they don't charge you for maps. Why would they? It doesn't make a lot of sense to charge for that. Okay, people haven't really found their way here yet, but they will. You didn't set the sign to stop, did you? Probably not, since somebody's on their way over there. There we go. Alright, but we're just starting out here. Toilets are needed around the place. Toilets should charge 2 throughout the park. And let's make sure we go around. We learned some important, or at the very least interesting lessons last time we played this game. Including the fact that I think all buildings that you build actually add to the soft visitor cap, including toilets. Including food stalls, including the first aid stall and the information kiosk. Makes me start wondering, you could probably win entire maps just by building shops. It's certainly a tempting thing to test out. Okay, people are all coming in and happily paying that. I have a feeling they could pay even more. But that's fine as it is. There's no flat rides to be had. We have to go full on with stalls and coasters, it seems. Right, souvenir stall is available from the start. And I want to have it around here so that people that finish up with these actually go and buy a souvenir. Oh no. If it's raining, that means people could be buying umbrellas off of me. And I certainly want people buying my umbrellas. Jake, you can happily charge $50 for this park. Well, you better believe I'm charging $50 then. We've got 6 coasters in here, that should be fine for 50. I need burgers as well, of course. And it's already getting a touch messy, so let's get some handymen to just walk around. They're probably going to get way lost around here, but that's okay. And we're also going to get some advertising going already, because I want people in here. Free food or drink at my burger bar. That's how nice I am. And I'm going to advertise the Black Weeb, the Black Wind. I should stop calling him Black Weeb. He appears not to like it, and I don't want to hurt his delicate little feelings. I think seeing this hurts him enough. He said it reminds him of those awful rides you get in Brazilian theme parks. Alright, people should also get some chips. And also drinks. I would really, really like to figure out the better prices to set for drinks and food and that, but I do not have that kind of information to hand. People get hungry all the time, so let's give them some pizzas. People probably want some souvenirs after riding this. Where did they even come out from that? Right there. There we go. Nickel and dime them every step of the way. It's only a little bit of nausea. It'll be fine. Make them buy some balloons as well. I'm not sure the 2 wooden coasters are open or in test mode. That looks pretty open to me. It's just not getting a lot of riders right now. Well, we don't have a lot of guests in the park, so go figure there's not a lot. I don't like all the people prowling around here, though. That tells me that they are not spending all their dosh. So what I want to do is bulldoze away some of these paths that lead to nowhere. Hope I don't drown anybody doing that. That would be a bit of a shame. There's this whole area here that's just a waste of time, but we'll get to that. Yeah, we'll keep it. It looks nice. It wants me to get a huge park value, and yeah, we're not even part way there. Hang on, why did you say 2 wooden coasters? All my coasters are in full-on open mode. Doctor is saying DDR blind strikes again, which always makes me stop and think. It's like, what do they mean by this? It's the least helpful thing I can imagine. Okay, do guests even have money after paying that entry fee? Well, some of them do. And if they don't, well, let's be ready for them with an ATM. I don't know if that's the best place to put it, or if it should be further into the park, but I can always build more. Do they have enough money for umbrellas and such? Well, if they don't, then it doesn't really matter, does it? I guess I'll throw another ATM over here. The operational cost is okay as long as I get the dosh out of them. Oh, right, rides break down, don't they? Let's make sure we have a few mechanics for everything. A few more handymen as well. And keep on keeping on. People might get hungry as they wander around the back and beyond of my park, so I will give them a lavvy, a pizza shop, and somewhere to get a drink. Wonton soup, is that food or drink? What a philosophical question. And oh, people should buy some t-shirts saying I rode the Black Wind. Alright, I was thinking for drinks about people that are in the back and beyond of my park. I find that just general drink stall works the best for that. Market campaign for free burgers is finished. No. Okay, we've already got more coasters. I don't think we did the heart line before. The side friction worked out pretty well for me. I would like to build another side friction coaster, even though I'm told that they are just unbearably awful. Part of me doesn't want to accept that. We could have a nice side friction coaster go up and around here. It doesn't have to be the most bombastic coaster you ever saw, but I forget how big the things are for this. Is it enough to manage this, though, I wonder? No, not even in the slightest. This will probably be hard to get too exciting. It's fine though. Gotta be careful with making this kind of coaster too exciting. Amazing, it's not even coming off the edge. We made a pretty exciting side friction coaster, I maintained that. And this will be one as well. Might be a bit tricky getting back in there at this rate though. I didn't build something too good here. Down we go. Oh, down we very go. Don't fly off the edge there now. Can I really not have anything nicer, like an on-track? No, there is nothing but brakes here. Okay, fair enough. Let's give it an entrance and exit and test it out. Side friction coasters are terrible, man. These people need to listen to themselves. I'm well aware that I'm being cocky and have no idea what I'm talking about here, but I want to believe in the side friction. No pictures, there's no capability for taking pictures here. But all the while, our park is making dosh, so I can sit back and enjoy this. I'm purposely putting in a second chain here, so that we can go up here. And then hopefully it doesn't come flying off the rails. If it does, that'd be quite funny. I should keep a close eye on the speeds here, because if the speed is too high without passengers, it's certainly going to be too high. Well, it gets faster with passengers, basically. How's it looking? Oh my, hey! a pretty exciting place, if I dare say so. Nice, if only it was synergized with something else. Right, let's open her up. People immediately want to come charging on in there. And let's not have people coming on in. $4.96. I think we should give it a wee bit of props so that it hits that wonderful 5 mark. And nothing scarier than some dinosaurs. Super scary dinosaurs. I wonder if that does it. That almost does it. In any case, you made me buy the game again, says Dr. Marsange. No, how will I ever see you in Canada again if you're too busy playing Death Coaster? Tried to make some quip about Death Road. Didn't come out right, did it? There we go, scrubs for scrubs. Should be enough to make this thing exciting. There we go. Over 5 excitement for a crummy coaster like this is something we should be proud of. Let's make sure there are benches for people, and I don't want people getting sick. I don't think we have any medical facilities around the park just yet. We should change that, because otherwise, yeah, it'll get a bit pukey, I imagine. Very clever of the game to use a white cross on a red background, because red cross is protected by the Geneva Convention. Get out of debt, make your park 500,000 value. I'm working on it, Thaggy. No need to yell at me. See, this really shows that it's not all that bad having unbanked curves. Not all that bad at all. Let's bump up that lift speed on the chains. I don't know why you would ever not do that. But there's plenty I obviously don't know about the game. I know you are, Thaggy. I'm just ripping into you. It's a shame I don't have water rides. This is a great place to have a jet ski area. I feel like I could have more stalls though. Let's get some candy floss going for people that want to look at roller coaster. Well, that's not a very good roller coaster. If you have names for roller coasters, just ping me with them. I'm not generally going to go out of my way to rename them all, but it always seems a bit sad when they don't have cool names. T-shirt stall for all the people that came into this park without a top on. How about a Cheat Death 2.0 where you travel up a corkscrew? Cheating Death is a really cheap ride. I think we have it here though. It was Looping Coaster? Yeah, there we go. Cheating Death. It just prints money. I'm only gonna have 2 of them though. Doesn't seem right to have loads of them here. Somebody told me that the real meta in this game is just spamming micro coasters, which strikes me as a bit sad. I'm all for printing dosh, but not if it comes with that kind of cost. I wonder what's the best way to do this. Thinking. If I can get one of them there and then the other one in the other place, then that's fine. And that should allow for entrance and exit just fine. And then I can synergize the 2 of them. What happened there? I get this little icon there when I click on this thing twice. Anyway, synchronize and synchronize. Test and test. yeah. Almost too exciting. I'd love to have another coaster that actually goes through both my cheating deaths, but I suspect it won't be able to get enough height to clear that part. Yeah, because they're only like 2 tiles away from each other. But I'd still like to try. Alright, open them up. Clunk and clunk. Name the dino coaster after the long dead dinosaur. The yeah, sure. That's a side friction to you. There she goes. Make a super intense one called the Vomit Coffin. I'm not sure we want people vomiting all over the park. Don't like the fact that it just gives you a generic name when you build a second one of it, so I'll just call it Cheating Death again. Alright, it's coming along smoothly. Corkscrew, is that the one that we had the cash machine on? No. I thought it was. What else do we have? Steel Twist. Oh, the Giga Coaster. I wonder if I can have a remarkably small Giga Coaster that goes through both of the cheating deaths. Name the one that loops through them, the near-death experience. Alright, I'm sold. We'll try to make this happen then. We'll try to Giga Coaster it up, even though the Giga Coaster is quite expensive. We've got space to start the ride here. Somebody made a auto hotkey script for this. But being the horrible person I am, I just haven't used it yet. What's the height of this thing anyway? I probably need to be at about 4 meters to get in there, but I also need to be on the right line for it. Is that even going the way I think it's going? Yeah, it is. Let's well, let's at least do a loop-de-loop. Oh, it doesn't do loop-de-loops, does it? It does helixes and all, but... Alright, do you even go the way I want you to go? That could potentially get through it, but I'm not sure. Let's find out for science. Oh, we can get through it, but then it smashes right into you. But we can go over you. Sweet. Alright, it's time to have our near-death experience. Of course, I'm not going to make it some dull way through that. So... How do we helix again? I forget what you need to enter in to have a helix. Helix down, small. I'd be keen to get an idea of what kind of speeds we're looking at here. Oh, that's pretty sweet. I really hope we're actually able to get through that. Might not get the kind of speed that I'm looking for, though. Hop. And, hop. Come on, you dancer. Oh, I am very proud of myself here. And you know what, let's boost it. Boost it coming straight out of the near-death experience. I don't know how fast you can boost, but lots. Whoosh. Not upwards, you fool. Not downwards, rather. Upwards. Not that direction, though. Let's see what that's going to act like when it comes out of that. Okay, well it reaches the top at least. Helix down, large. Ooh. I wonder what else I can do with this. It doesn't have the most special things in the world. Oh, I forget. Can't not have the on-ride photo experience, though. Aside from this part that sticks out like a bit of a sore thumb, maybe it looks better. Yeah, it looks a bit better if you change perspective. I'm pretty pleased with what we have so far. I'm just probably going to give it the boring end that I always do with my coasters. I always get the direction wrong with these bloomin' things. Down, banked. Yeah, actually that's fine. And we should give it some brakes. I hope it's making it this far. Yeah, we need to brake you right the way down. And just have little bandit roll to a gentle stop. There we go. I am very happy with this thing so far. Entrance. Exit. Right there. Being very presumptuous that this thing's actually going to work. Lift speed should be as fast as possible. Get it tested. And we agreed on a name here. Nice. It's rather dirty there, Jake. Perhaps hire more staff. Yeah, I think with this kind of place it matters more where you put the staff, but there we go. I don't think it slows down enough towards the end. Look at those G's that it eats towards the end of it. So I need to work on those brakes a bit. Yeah, the intensity is really high, but it's not too high. Maybe I could work on the brakes a bit more. Hopefully this doesn't just break their collective necks. Ah, that should be fine. Giga coasters are great. They're really forgiving on the G-forces, says Leveler. Ah, how you doing, Arista? No doubt marveling at the wonder that is this park. I am too. Marketing, Jake? Yeah, I often forget about my marketing. Advertising campaign for the park. Boom. Free food and drink at the chip stall. Boom. And of course we got to advertise the near-death experience. Okay, now it slows it down way too much at the end, but what you gonna do? It still thinks that it's way too much on the lateral G's there. Why is that? Doesn't look very big on... okay. Wherever that is, it's hurting on the G's. Well, it's fine. Nice and forgiving enough. I'm wondering how anyone could call this a true theme park, marveling at that. Wow. Look at that, going through not one but 2 roller coasters. That's where it's at. And I think it also gives these a nice bonus. Well, I'm assuming it does. Even Orlov's looking a bit exciting. He's less exciting than Brelix. But more exciting than the Black Wind. Probably to do with proximity of the rides themselves, if I had to guess. And it looks like I do have to guess. Could you put pictures so that before it loops through the cheating death, so they see the bright light, cheat death, and then come out with a near-death experience? I guess I could put it around here, but I'm not going to redo my coaster just for that. Well, I'm happy that the money is doing fine. That might become a problem if we have too many guests in the park that won't leave, and I can't continue to get more people coming in and spending their hard-earned dosh on me. No water rides though, that's a bit disappointing. I'd like some water rides here. 4-seater cars, da-da-da-da-da, okay. Well, let's continue on with our roller coasters. Inverted hairpin. Have I used this before? I know nothing about it, I would dare say, so let's learn a thing or two about it. Let's make one around here. Already feels kind of expensive. What kind of things do you do? Station, platform brakes, and block brakes. That sounds awful. But it's an inverted coaster. I should check my list of minimum requirements. Inverted hairpin needs a drop of at least 6 meters. Needs to be 170 meters long. Okay. I don't pay much attention to these kinds of things. Oh my, it doesn't have a lot of support, does it? But my, it's got some tight cornering there. Alright, let's just make you go abusively fast. It would appear that I don't have a way to bank your turns. Also, you do this individually? Oh, that's going to be rough. Oh, that's just a death sentence, that is. Especially this part. Whoosh. I guess we need you to take your corners a bit wider. Oh, good lord. Not quite there, are we? I'm not sure if they're taking those turns too fast or not, or at least that first initial turn. Ooh, it's making it. It's just making it, and that's fine by me. How are you even meant to make this kind of thing exciting, though? Are you back in? You are back in. Alright, I have a feeling that this kind of thing is a death trap, but let's test out to see how much of a death trap it is. Jake, scatter dinosaurs around it. I will once we're sure that it actually functions as a ride. Oh god, even the sound it makes fills me with a bit of trepidation. What a worrying ride. Call it the harsh treatment. Now that I quite like. Come on, give me the loadout. Oh my days, it's pretty good. The inverted hairpin coaster 1. It's got more length than it needs, more drops than it needs, a taller drop than it needs. This is great. The harsh treatment it is, and it is open for business. And people coming off of that are definitely going to want a souvenir to remember the time. And they'll need some hot chocolate as well, no doubt. And possibly a toilet. I quite like my harsh treatment. Now with an excitement rating of 6.84, I think it could be better. And we all know how it could be better with dinosaurs. Lots and lots of dinosaurs. Well, damn, that made it super exciting. Expertly done. Except there might be a few too many dinosaurs. Okay, even for me, that's a bit much. Can I not delete them? Oh dearie me, I don't think I can delete them. Or does it count as small scenery? Yeah, there we go. Sadly, trees count as small scenery. Oh no, I deleted one of those things. Okay, that's going to have to do when it comes to them. We still have good excitement though. It's very intense, but that's good for the thrill seekers. Oh man, what was even this thing? Seems like too much effort to make it. I think I'll do the real capitalist approach and replace it with a candy floss vendor. Boy, I rather like this park so far. It's a nice park that gives you a lot of freedom to build the big old roller coasters, and that's swell. Right, we've got space over here to make something new. Actually, I really quite like the harsh treatment. I like it so much I'm going to save it. And it's 795 actually. It's good to keep keep note of that. Oh wait, oh damn! How does this keep happening? Away you go. You need to be on the ground here. Don't know what it is about Open Roller Coaster Tycoon. Always has me getting a bit choked up when I play. Probably just too amazed with the with my rides here. I think we should do without a minimum waiting time on this. In fact, we should have a maximum waiting time of 10 seconds. Maybe even fewer, maybe even just 5 seconds. Get people on as fast as they can. If they're not there for it, just move along. Because there are too many of them piling up here, too many cars. How about a corner coaster going underground in the mining area? The mining area. Are any of these places particularly mining-like? I would suppose this one. I'm still not particularly good with underground, but I'm not going to get better if I don't try. We don't have any water coasters going, so what would we have? Mini roller, inverted heartline, vertical drop coaster. I think we made some of these before, right? Wouldn't that be quite fitting to put underground? It's probably muckle expensive. Can we just go straight down into the ground with this thing? Surely, right? Oh, okay, no, we can't do what I was thinking we could do. But whee. Oh, it goes straight underground like that. Well, that is swell. Can I have a loop-de-loop underground? Wow, that's gonna kill people. M and M. Can we just come straight out like that then? Whee! Okay, I need to see how this is gonna go for people, because I'm gonna guess not amazingly. This is where we'll have our loop-de-loop. Get your photo section there. Now, I must manage this. I can never get this done quite the way that I want to. But I really want to go through that loop. Or do I have to have it like so? Are we on the right path with this yet? Are you gonna go through it or not? Someday I'll get better at this. Hey, that gets you through. That very much gets you through. However, we need a loop right before that. Perhaps I don't have the height on this thing that I need. So what if I go up, and then we go right round. No, that's just short of it. Perspective is hard, you know. Alright, that goes through it, so surely we're good here. Yeah! I will someday get better at doing this. Whoa, just barely clears it. Okay, good enough for me. We're going underground. Except I don't know where we are. Too low, too high. Give me something to work with. Such as where we are. Right, I should bring this thing out of here so we can get to our boring end like I always do. Is there anything else we want to have to make this do it all? Jake, twist the drop. Yeah, I haven't been twisting my drops, have I? Can we twist at this point, though? I could, probably, if I lowered that land a bit more. I need to count this properly. 1, 2, 3. Can't build. Oop. Ignore me there, sunshine. Actually, I guess a half twist is fine. You should have placed a holding drop at the beginning of the hold drop. Don't those just cost you time without gaining you anything? I know it looks exciting, but I don't think it does anything for the ride. I could be dead wrong, though. Cannot build underwater. But is there even water here? Let's cut away the view here to see what's going on. I guess I lowered this a bit too much, didn't I? So this is why I'm just not that great at doing this stuff. Okay, well now we got something, I think. Except we're going the wrong way. Alright, well, doesn't matter to me. Let's just get this thing out of here. Where's it even going? Come up, but twist up, right? Can you do that? Maybe. Can I have this bump out a bit to get you up? Yeah, I can. Nice. Alright, let's bring you down to 3 meters high. And then we should be fine to get you out of here. We'll need some brakes to bring you down to a reasonable speed. And then back you go. Whew. Entrance there, exit there. And let's make sure it's actually doing this properly. That gets them out. And that gets them in. Now, about those cars. This should, okay, 6 passengers per car, 6 trains, 3 cars, that's loads. Let's make sure people go up as fast as possible. And there's no need for minimum waiting time, surely. I want a maximum waiting time of far less than that, though. Queue too short? I disagree. I hate long queues. In real life, but what you gonna do? Let's get it tested. For all I know, this is gonna go horribly. Whee! That seemed pretty fast for taking that loop. I also worry about what's happening there. It's not unbanked, is it? Oh. Oh, we got some bad vertical G's going on. Yeah, it's survivable. It's a very good vertical drop, actually. In fact, that's the name we're going to give it. Survivable. Alright, open her up. She's ready for business. And I'm sure people will be paying me loads to get their on-ride photo. It's a shame that doesn't show up as a separate thing. I'd really like to see it, but I guess I can check it out here. Makes me 4 grand per hour there, thanks to the on-track photos. How about the... Why are people not riding you? Oh, Christ. Keep it open. Oh, right, it's raining, of course. What's the pucometer on this, though? 4.28, so not even that bad. And there are benches nearby, although there could probably be more. Let's make sure there's a first aid stand for those that come out of there feeling a bit icky. Same with some toilets. I know toilets don't help with nausea, that's what some YouTube scrub told me. But we know that the first aid stand does. That coaster looks terrifying, says Jagger. Which one? I quite like the near-death experience. It's more exciting than Oblivion ever was. I guess the twist before you go underground and the long pause before you come out is enough to make you a bit worried, but... So I'm kind of curious where the problem with... It's all vertical G's, right? Yeah. I'm assuming it's from the loop-de-loop. So, nothing happening, nothing happening. And then, whoa! I guess I have something underground that's a bit too much. We're still good, we're still good. Okay, the twists and whatever I have going on underground is way too much. Fair enough, but it's a pretty awesomely intense ride. I'm sure everybody wants to get on. Not nearly enough marks were walking around the umbrellas during that rain. Put down some ATM and info stands to fleece them properly. Maybe. I'm here to build coasters. It's the point where you come out of the ground. The radius of that hill is very small for the speed. What, you mean this? Yeah, well, it's fine. You build and learn. I'm not going to tweak it endlessly after that 1 hour marathon of tweaking a ride in... Jings, which scenario was it? I don't know, but it was rough. I have some funnel cakes around here, because I like funnel cakes. And how could people come out of here without buying a souvenir? Barbaric, the very thought of it. And we'll ATM our people up so they can afford it all. And I don't think I have a park map area here, but the souvenir stalls, I believe, sell umbrellas as well. Yeah, good. I mean, G-forces are great. I don't know why... Red might be extreme, but... there's something out there for everybody. Jake really didn't like Planet Coaster as a game. I mean, at the time I didn't, but I revisited it recently, and I still didn't really like it. It's hard to really pinpoint what. I think the economic game is largely missing from it. But the fact that you can ride your own coasters is such a big boost. I was hoping it would be enough of a boost to offset everything else. Okay, we absolutely plow through guests on this. It probably does need a bigger queue, but I won't give it a bigger queue, because I don't like long queues. Yeah, fair enough, it's more of a park builder than an economic thing. Yeah, which is just criminal in my view. What's the... well, you know, there are people there that like pure sandbox, but if there's not an economy behind it, I just can't get my groove going. Right, bobsleigh coaster. We did a terrible bobsleigh coaster before. There must be a way to do a good one. We shall try. Right, so it goes up and up and up. And yeah, it just keeps going up. Hang on, did I change how it looks there? Maybe. Let's just give it all the height we could possibly imagine. And then bank you around. Wow, you don't bank well, do you? Can you have anything other than helixes in this thing? Helix down small. Helix... no, helix down small. Whee! And then we helix down large. Whee! I bet it doesn't have much speed going down that thing. We need more speed. Much more speed. Oh, right, I'm just destroying stuff that gets in my way. That's a bit of a shame. I want to helix up small here, and then we just... no, it hits into itself. Helix up large then? Also no. Or then helix up large. Reminds me of the beautiful castle you destroyed. Yeah, I did nasty things to those poor people. It's gonna be way too slow coming up. Speed it up. What's your problem here? Oh, I think all of these were done without chains, is that right? Feels like it. Good God, that is slow. What is up with you? Yeah, I know about the bobsleighs. Now we need to finish it off well. At least let's get those testing things coming in. Good, getting a bit of actual speed here. Hard for me to know how fast this thing's going to be coming here at. Let's get a feel for what kind of speed it's going to be doing there. Well, that doesn't look terribly exciting. That looks a bit more exciting. And not too exciting. It didn't break there. Swell. Down you go. And then it's time for us to helix up. Yeah, I guess all this park nonsense is going to get in the way here. Now we need some... oh well. How can we have all this without an on-ride photo section? We'll just have brakes here that bring us right the way down. And then... we'll have Little Bandit roll to a gentle stop. There, let's give it a proper test. Not complete. Whatever this was, it wasn't that. So the on-ride photo section doesn't go into that properly for some reason. I wonder if it makes any difference at all where that thing is. Wait, what? It is not a complete circuit. Says who? Looks pretty complete to me. Jake, you're not banked. Dang. There then. Whoop. That is not a lot of bobsleighs, but it'll be something of an exclusive ride, I think. Right, I need to keep an eye on this. If it ever exceeds like 40-something kilometers per hour at the crest of a hill, then we have a problem. We're looking fine, we're looking fine. We're not at a hill, so we're still fine. A bit worried about that. It makes this quite fine. Goes down there fast, and then snap with your neck as you slow down there. I'm a bit worried about this. When it gets riders, it's going to be a bit faster. Let the masses test it. I agree. Let's just open her up. Oh yeah, how good is it? Did someone say high excitement bobsleigh? Because I think they did. Cheating death still isn't fixed. Consider more... yeah, we do not have a lot of mechanics. There we go. It's a bit pukey, but that's a pretty good bobsleigh coaster. I worry about this bit though. It goes so quickly. Alright, let's look at one that actually has people on it. Ooh, round, round, round. 50, 60, 70, slow down. Oh. This is the real cheating death right here. That photo will be of the last moments of your life. Oh, okay, well if a full one can make it, I'm pretty sure the bobsleigh ride's fine. I think we could make it even more exciting though, but we'd need the help from our prehistoric friends. Yeah. Some guests weigh more than others. It only takes a full load of heavies to do you in randomly 2 years down the line. That's okay, they'll deserve it. Alright, that gives me inspiration for a name. I really think I'm getting better at making these. I still think I could have taken this helix a bit faster, but then it would have had to be lower, and then it would get in the way of all of our other dinosaurs, and I can't have that. Marketing, ging. Yeah, I'm not doing a lot of marketing. We can change that. This park's amazing. Come and ride the pound shedder. And get some free food or drink at the pizza stall. Do I even have those? Not enough dinosaurs in my honest opinion, says somebody. Oh, I can't let you not get your honest opinion in. Feel like this is a park run by Calvin out of Calvin and Hobbes. I'm amazed how perfect you got the speeds in that ride. Well, it's all luck. Still though, an exciting bobsleigh. I'm happy with that. I was told time and time again how utter arse the bobsleigh is. It was a bit expensive, but it takes up this space quite nicely. And it's given me lots of openings that I could still have other rides go through. Oh, here come the rain. I think people are too spread out to really get all the umbrellas that they could, but that's fine. I'm not here to win through umbrellas. I'm just here to make awesome coasters. I had some frustrations with earlier levels because they were so easy. We're done before we even knew it. But here, well, maybe I'm already done. I don't even want to check. Oh, park value is nowhere near where we need to be. That's fine, then we can pay off the loan and enjoy the surprise when we do hit it. Park value goes down over time for each of our rides, so it's not a problem. LIM launch roller coaster. Roller coasters are accelerated out of the station by linear induction, so motors speed through twisting inversions. Ooh. Alright then. We'll have one that launches its way out here, I think. Well, I don't think, I just do. Can we just launch you through that and then go up and up and up? Maybe even straight up, actually. Straight up with a lot of twisting. Yeah. Seems dangerous. And there's no on-ride photo section, which is a travesty. There should always be an on-ride photo section. Alright, what speed are we blasting off at? And this should be no passing station. I don't know, but I feel like 100 kilometers an hour should do us fine. Let's test it out. Yeah, it's fine. Just tells me that this part needs to be longer, of course. Too high? Oh no. Yeah, it's fine. Hold on, did I just shorten it? Not really. Ah, but I can give it a bit more. That's fine then. Okay, so maybe that was a bit too fast for them. Let's try it out again. Pretty good. I wonder how deadly that is. That looks pretty deadly. Good lord, those maximum Gs. Oh, that's fine though. That is more than fine. Okay, sweet. Let's get people queuing up for miles around to ride whatever this is. If you've got a cracking net, wait, oh, damn. The pound shedder is in the way. Not as planned. I think the answer is thus. So we go down, along, and up. Yeah. Alright, open her up. Hopefully it doesn't go too far with people actually riding on it. The pound shedder has crashed. Uh-oh. I guess we did get the chunkies on it after all. Well, let's just cover it up. Alright, it's probably fine. Get back on it. And yes, we need to cover this up with a bit of advanced marketing. Advertise the whole park. Advertise the pound shedder again. Safer than ever before. More weight lost this year than any previous year. Destroy the photos, leave no evidence. I wonder if people are now scared of it. It isn't safe. Of course it's safe. Yeah, I must have got a bunch of chunkies riding on it. Well, let's see how the speed is for you. Oh, dang, I missed you. 46, 48, 49, 53, many, many, many more. And it takes that crest at about 40, which is a lot safer looking. Nice, making good dosh. As long as people buy their photos. When it rains, the bobsleigh will crash. We had rain earlier and it didn't crash. Not everyone takes half price and free vouchers. 50 thingy is worth it. Yeah, I noticed that before. Well, let's do it. And besides, I spend money in the park. And it's not like money is a big issue right now. Alright, time to try out a new and different kind of coaster. What have we not touched before? We haven't done this Heartline. Cars run along track enclosed by circular hoops, traversing steep drops and Heartline twists. Let's look at these for a bit of inspiration. They look awful. Let's build our own better one. Maybe one that goes up and over this this hump here. Okay, nice. We can have it get chains, bringing it up here. Swell. Except what? I can't turn it. Upper transfer? Lower transfer? What? What is it doing? I still don't get it. At all. It can only go back and forth, apparently. That sounds awful. What about this thing that I made? No, it's meant to be continuous circuits, so... Explain. Show me. Show me this game. We've researched a new coaster, but we're still working on the turn spot so it goes all the way around the Earth. Okay, so it spins. Okay. How do I turn you then? How do I do this if the coaster itself is in the way? There must be a way to turn the thing. Alright, let's not have it so high so I actually have a bit of room to play with it here. So if I had to guess, we have to transfer up, go back, and then go back down and around. Oh, oh, okay, you can make it. Don't you worry, girly. It's going to have an awfully hard time getting back to station the way I've built this, but I think it'll be okay. We'll suss it all out. Transfer down. And then, I don't know, we go up a bit and then down a bit. Can I not go down so much, I wonder? I think I'd need this to be a bit higher, and then I'd maybe still probably not get in there, but never say never, Princeton. We can have that. We can get rid of these. Get rid of these paths. Have some people get lost for a bit, but I don't care about people. And there we probably go. I don't know. I feel like this sucks a lot. Let's test it out and see what's what. And meanwhile, get these get our entrance and exit going. There we go. Alright, so you agonizingly slowly make your way up here. I don't think that's very exciting for anyone involved. Oh god, you're going to be doing most of it in reverse, I see. Oh no! Bump, bump. Okay, it's just going to get congested over there. Those transfers are done at a much, much lower speed than I had imagined. I thought they were going to have some kind of breakneck smack there. Now I'm disappointed. Okay, but that's fine as long as these bits are at least done with some chains. Did I complete the loop there? I think I did. Whee! Does not seem like the most exciting thing I've ever done. It certainly is not. It's intense, but it's nauseating. Doing alright in that park value. Alright, good enough. We'll have it open. I wonder if I missed anything in its requirements. So what I've come to learn is that rides have minimum requirements, and if you don't fulfill them, your ratings get halved for each requirement you miss. And what is this thing even called? It's called a Heartline thingamajigger. So it needs to have one drop. Oh, and that's it. Okay, well that's easy. Heartline twister coasters are real trash, says True Leveler. I don't know about that. I think I could do a lot to get that excitement up, and it's very intense, so it at least has a lot of value to it. I think people would pay good money to ride this. Call it the backwards boy, says Blubby. Alright, sure thing. Is that buy? No, it's boy. What makes them so trash? It doesn't seem too bad. Doesn't seem too bad at all. I bet I could make it even more exciting if I just put path next to this, but that would be cheap, so no. Alright, that did not do what I wanted to do around here, so I'll build something else that can be accessed here and go up and around this. The question is, what? Water coaster. Boat-shaped cars run on roller coaster tracks to allow twisting curves and steep drops, splashing down into sections of water for gentle river sections. So it's a coaster that also goes through water, you say? I like me the sound of that. So. Not high enough for that, are we? Well, let's get a bit higher then. Get some real speed going, and then whoops a daisy. Can have water sections here. Splash will splash everybody around. I don't know how much that kills your speed though. Let's find out. Also, let's have this thing go up at a reasonable rate, not an unreasonable rate. Come on, you bugger, you can make it. We'll just have the other one force it through. Oh, that might work. Whee! Splash. Oh, and it's still got the speed to make it over here. Nice. Let's have a cheap-ass on-ride photo section. And there we go. Well, that's a terrible looking ride. Let's see if it works. I got all this junk in the way, but I'll have the entrance there. And the exit, I don't know, there. We can't quite... No, they can make it? Jings, why was it telling me there'd be problems? Oh. Oh, now we got problems. Okay, we do have problems. Alright, fair enough. Let's do a bit of fixing here. Should be fine now. Just make sure there's always some fatties on the ride so it can make the hill. Wait, what? What? Why did that crash? How could that crash? Oh. Well, one of them made the turn. Don't know what their problem is. Really don't know what their problem is. Look at all this speed they should have been able to get. Right, I think the problem is that there's not enough real speed being generated. That's what I want. I want multiple harsh downers. That should do it just fine. Can you name this ride Titanic? I mean, anything's possible. Oh god! Oof. Why? Why sometimes? Why not sometimes? We don't have access to boosters, do we? We do? Ooh. Is that so? Well then, this ride's about to get a whole lot more exciting. How fast can this thing boost? Alright, we'll take your photo before you boost, but you're about to boost hard. I wonder how tight it can do. That seems fine though. We'll just bring it right the way down. Hat Stall available. How about that? Oh, wow, these boosters blow. Oh man, every time I try to make something awesome like this, the game just spits it back in my face. You gonna make that at least then? Good grief, these boosters are awful. Alright, I can't have this taken forever. Splash, splash, splash. Go down for another big splash. And I think we're off by one. Can we S-bend? There. There, looks fine to me. Now get it properly tested, please. Did you check the booster speed? Yeah, the booster speeds are at 50, well, as high as I could make them at least. So what's needed for water coasters? Must have at least 6-meter fall, 1 drop, and reach 25 kilometers per hour. Well, we know that happens. Medium, high, medium. That's not great stats, but it's our stats, so let's open it up for business. And my part value has gone down a whole lot, probably because my coasters are aging, especially the early ones I built. Oh god, that is painful to look at. Are all of them at 53? I'm quite certain. It looked like it copied over the same value. Alright, swell. What else have we got that we don't have already? We've done Heartline. Steeplechase? Not sure if we've done that before. The Hyper Twister. The Corkscrew. I thought the Corkscrew is what we made the cash machine out of, but maybe I was completely wrong. Well, it does do the powered launch. Yeah, I thought we had this thing saved up. Stenov says, you, sir, have a new follower. Uh-oh. Yeah, I could have sworn it was, Huh, well, maybe I either didn't save it or don't remember it. Whatever the case. Hey Jake, what should I get for my parents' cat for the holidays? You're an expert with spending dosh. I think you'll get them the prize for asking stupid questions, Cuttlefishman. There we go. Now, how are we going to do this? If I just have that with a powered launch, without passing station of I don't even know how much, then we should be fine with it. Although I don't remember what value it should be for launching out. Let's test it out though. Excellent. Not that then. Not that either. Jennings, this needs to be done pretty slowly. And again, I can't have fatties ruin my ride for me. Phenomenal. Huh, I guess I never did save the cash machine. But couldn't I have them synergized? Virginia reel, jinx. We were able to make something out of that before. Which one was it? Corkscrew coaster, right? Cash machine. There must be somewhere that I'm not using space-wise quite a lot. It looks like here. I could have it there and there, synergized quite nicely. Or I could have them back looking towards each other, which probably makes more sense. Oh god, that way they loop into each other. That looks very, very dangerous. But all the more reason to try it out, right? Let's make sure they're synchronized with each other. No need for minimum wait times here. Come on. Alright, well, let's open them up. It's their funeral. There we go. Does look like they're pecking. What we're missing around here though are some stalls and such. People will definitely want a burger after having a wee kiss. Don't think there's much in the way of toilets here either. And something to grab a drink. Some hot chocolate. Some t-shirts and some souvenirs. Oh, and a cash machine to keep them all flush. I haven't checked the profitability of much of my anything here lately. I should have a look at that. What's making us the wicked mad dosh here? Or rather, what is not. Go figure, the stuff I just built isn't. Candy floss just doesn't make money. Either that or it's way out of the way. But yeah, it's always souvenir stalls. Maybe that's because they sell the umbrellas as well. Maybe I'm being led astray here. As for the rides, go figure, the only rides making profit are those that actually give you on-ride photos. There's not something that shows the park value I get from each of them. But look at that part value, just goes down and down. Probably be done if I was any faster, or if I didn't spend all my time building this stupid coaster there. Hi Jake, what a fun game. It is very fun, and thanks to the good luck there, Dad's Haifish. Luck is often on my side. No water rides here, harumph. Alright, Virginia reel. We built a Virginia reel that worked out pretty well last time. Nothing stopping us from building another one that's pretty good, maybe. Oh yeah, it has nothing special other than doing this. I mean, what's there to even do other than just a lot of this? I don't think it comes off of the tracks here, so... let's have an example of how this thing's doing, though. Just gotta get all that airtime, and then, you know, make the ride as dizzying as possible right here. Can't have a ride of mine if it doesn't have a boring end. There we go, perfect. Give it the entrance, give it the exit, and then call it a day. Damn, the UI sucks, says Floopsy-Doodle. I have a hard time agreeing with that. I think the UX is fine. Needs to be sped up. We don't need a minimum waiting time. Let's get some stats on this thing. Ooh, oh god, that's probably breaking some necks. 3.92 lateral Gs? Surely that's what it's meant to have. Haha, it's extreme. Too extreme for words, and it's no doubt that part right there. Well, it certainly adds to the park value, but nobody in their right mind is going to ride this thing. So I need to fix that part. Even though I really don't want to. Shouldn't give in to wimps that cannot handle that. Okay, which means what exactly? I gotta ride it out a bit here. I think that's where I think it is, but it's probably not. No, I'm probably one off. No, I'm not. Okay. Then why are you not coming together like I want you to? 7.5 into 7.5. Ah, but the other 7.5 is on a bit of a what now? Don't understand. That looks like they go into each other, but maybe I'm dead wrong. I mean, it's being blocked by that, right? Yeah. Well, maybe that's better. Who's to say? Let's test it out. As the time goes on, my park value just goes down and down, though. Considerably better, I think. Oh, it's still extreme as all hell. Why? That's not a barbaric rate to take that corner at. Okay, I'm guessing it's all the twisty turns I have at the end. Well, no need to guess, I can check it here. Actually, which one is that? I'm thinking here, if I had to guess. Yeah, because then it goes into easier and easier ones. Dump, dump, dump. Alright, well, it's easy enough to change. Even if I don't want to. God, these wimps. We'll just have them eat a bit of a... Oh, there is no brakes. Oof. Right, that's a thing, isn't it? That should take the edge off of it. Well, hopefully it sufficiently takes the edge off. $9.2, that seems acceptable. It's only a problem if it's above 3, right? Ooh, that is good. Very nauseous inducing, but there we go. Also, I'm seeing it. There's a distinct lack of handymen here. Also, distinct lack of places for people to rest their bums. Especially after coming off such a nauseous ride. And let's give it a first aid station next to the exit. But of course, after all of that, everybody would need some chicken nuggets. And maybe a top hat. Come on, I swear I got a hat stall. There we go. I never looked at the minimum requirements for the Virginia reel. It only needs to have 2 drops and be at least 210 meters long, and our one is certainly doing all of those. 7 drops, 490 meters long. Thank God for this thing that shows minimum requirements, because you just have to guess otherwise, which is utter insanity. Still, it's surely a valuable ride for the park. Although park value is just going down and down. If I want to complete this scenario, I should get on it with a few final coasters to finish it all off. But what do I want for it? Reverse roller coaster. Oh god, no, we sent those into orbit last time. Compact inverted coaster. Did I ever build one of these? Don't know. Brelix is broken down. Poor Brelix. Not made for this world. Alright, we still have loads of space around here. Let's see what can be done with it. Hang on, can this thing be launched? Reverse inclined launched shuttle mode. What? Is that the one where it goes back and then drops? I think it is, right? Alright, and then when it comes out of here, oh baby, does it go places. Too high for supports, huh? Very too high for supports. Dubious as to whether or not it's going to make this, but let's see if it happens. It's a much shorter coaster than I was hoping. Whee! Up and around, and oh my, that just does not have what I was hoping for. There are problems with this thing. Sure enough, I can only... Okay, I guess that's the maximum length that we can have for this thing. Okay! There are clearly issues with this ride, but there are issues that I can solve with this ride. It only really needs 4 of these, right? So after that... So it's still 30 meters, which is too much. So I gotta do it like this, sadly. So we give it a twist, twist, and then up, up, up. Alright, that should be fine. I can't imagine why it wouldn't. Have a good vacation, Jake, says Stippy1. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to be off for the next 2 weeks, so no streams until the start of January, I think. Or maybe the 30th of December, we'll see how it is. Photo section 2, oh, that would be nice. Upside down, dangling in the air photo section is what we should be having. Oh, there's no way. There is no way that the chunky monkeys aren't going to dislodge that. I really, really hope that that's enough. Alright, let's get our photo section though. The fact that we don't have it is just wrong. Alright, that should do. That should do just nicely. Ups the daisy, and then whoosh. And okay, that should be enough to survive. Whether or not it's a ride anybody wants to go on is a different story. Oh, wow, that is good. That is very good. Well then, she's open for business. And that park value just goes up and up. Death Road to Canada 2, it seems. What's wrong with this ride? It's something I'd like to ride. So look at that, you're staring down at the ground as you're lifted up, and then you are just dropped straight into it. You whoosh around, you do a backwards corkscrew double time, and then you go through it all again the opposite direction. Awesome ride. I would love to go on it, and I would love it if you could first-person view this, but it wouldn't work in a 2D game like this, sadly. Have we done a suspended swinging coaster? Because I feel like we have not. Certainly got a lot of space for it around here. What operations do you allow? Nothing special. What do you have going for you? Helixes, brakes, block brakes. Well, that's nothing special. Yeah, you ain't making your way up that, that's for sure. Not from 18 meters going back up to higher than 18 meters. Do we just need more height then? Treetop flyer has broken down, what a tragedy. Alright, let's see if we can manage that. I guess this thing needs more clearance than most since it's a swinging coaster, but that should do it just fine. Oh, yeah, it's not happening. Wait, the treetop flyer broke down again? What a crappy coaster. It's only natural, I mean, I didn't build it. No on-ride photo section, which is a bit of a shame for me. So what am I even meant to do with this thing? Suspended swinging coaster requires 6-meter fall, 42 kilometers per hour, needs to be 370 meters long, and it has maximum negative lateral G's and other G's. Okay. Can we S-bend? S-bend to the right, please. Yoink. Is that even going to work? It looks like the crummiest coaster known to man. Well, it's breaking those lateral G's quite a lot. I'm guessing towards the end there, when I just have that sudden spin around. So I'll probably need brakes at the end. Do you have anything planned for streaming when at the homelands? Well, I want to do a Christmas giveaway. Other than that, nothing planned. It's a very bad idea for me to plan anything when I'm going back home, because you never know. Family and oh well, how about that? The success of the suspended swinging coaster has caused us to win Gravity Gardens. It's not that bad after all, is it? £523,000 value in the park. I always feel a bit sad when I can't charge per ride. I feel like that's what it's all about. But most of these scenarios have just been charging in the entrance. It's the drops, Jake, not the turns. What's wrong with my drops? Yeah, I would actually like to know a bit more. Really, it was the suspended swinging coaster that won this one. What was I thinking? Right, I would quite like to know why my... Hang on, let me see. Maximum negative Gs and lateral Gs. It's not meant to have more than 1.5 Gs, but I got this and it doesn't look like my stats are halved. It actually looks like a pretty good stat for a coaster, especially since there wasn't a lot special put into it. Didn't take up a lot of space, you could build anything underneath this. Still though, nah, it all looks fine. JT, speak in a more Scottish way when you go back home. A little bit, because I'm surrounded by all of my Scottish peers, so go figure, you absorb a bit of the twang when you're there. It's a swinging coaster, it gets its G's from swinging. The brakes slowed it down and stopped the swing on the corner. Probably for the better though, because this was killing it. It has a very crummy throughput though, given that I don't get a lot of... well, that depends, how many people per car? Oh yeah, that's not very good, is it? When will you go full Scottish on stream? I don't really go in for that, so... never. Nice. I think this could have been a bigger and better park though. There's certainly all the space for it, but it wasn't difficult making the value in this. Did we learn anything from running this though? I'm not really sure we did. Well, we learned that it's not so hard to thread the loop-de-loops. The Giga Coaster is amazing, if that's even something that you can learn. It's just a great, great coaster. Every coaster we made here, I'm pretty happy with. Some of them are a bit too intense, but that can be good if you end up with guests that like only the most intense rides. Even the Bobsleigh coaster, the Pound Shedder, has high in everything. And I don't even think it does anything that special. It must get its excitement from speed. Then there's this thing. I should probably allow for more queuing or have this in a more popular area, but the whatever this thing is called, the vertical drop coaster, damn, that is good. Very high excitement, very high intensity, probably has a lot of park value to it. And yeah, the park value is degrading so much over time, it's crazy. Smooch is broken down. I wonder if that pauses the other part of a synchronized coaster, or does it kill its excitement for a bit? 443. Wait for it to get fixed. Someday it'll be fixed. Okay, no, it maintains the excitement even if the other one's broken down, which probably means it works even if it's off or testing or what have you. Suspended swinging coaster's quite popular. Maybe it's just people are finally happy that I'm building rides on this side of the park instead of focusing here. You've come a long way since that first crazy castle, says Chewy Yui. Yeah, well, I was completely blind then. Jings, I never opened you up. Whoops. And up goes the value from that. I used to wonder why people scream on rides. It just didn't make a lot of sense to me. And then I rode a coaster in SeaWorld, and I can't remember its name, but it was terrifying. It was extremely tall, and it's the first ride where I've ever feared for my life when riding. Because it genuinely felt like you were just going to be thrown out of it. Man, I love roller coasters. Can't believe this game has evaded me for so long. Jake, you going to stream EU? No, we finished EU for 2019 last night. It won't be continuing live on stream until the start of January or so. Could you recreate SeaWorld ride in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2? Probably, but I only went on it once. I would have definitely gone on it again, but it was right towards the end of the day. Okay, let us move on. I'm reminiscing too much and playing too little, so let's save this as Gravity Gardens complete and move on.